For game 2, I chose to do a game on adding and subtracting fractions with unlike or unequal denominators. This game is called Foursquare, and the material needed for Foursquare are the Foursquare cards and a die to create fractions or actual fraction cards. There's many of them. A dry erase marker and a LCD card, least common denominator card. And this card can be used for students who need step-by-step instruction on how to find the least common denominator. And the game can be played with 2 or more players. The player that finishes the most rounds wins, and all players complete the same fraction problem in each round to see who gets it correctly first. And so the students are to go in order to get the final answer. So the first thing we'll do is we will grab some fractions to add, and let's pretend that there is a total of 4 players. So when we choose 2, we're all going to do the same 2 to see who finishes first. So here I have 2/3. I want to add them plus 1/4. And so we have our denominators 3 and 4. We cannot add them, so we'll have to find the least common denominator. And for students that don't know how to do that, it shows directions on how to do it. So let's see. I'm going to find the multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then 4, I have 4, 8, 12, and I have already found a match. So the least common denominator is 12. I can put all this to the side now that I have my fractions. And here it says to rewrite the problem. So I have 1 square, 2 square. I'm on my 3rd square. So I'm going to rewrite 2/3 and 1/4. And I know that my least common denominator that we will be adding at the end is 12. So I can go ahead and write that in. And this will actually be more helpful. So if I ask myself 4 times what number equals 12? I know it'll be 3. And if I multiply 4 times 3, if I multiply the bottom times 3, I need to multiply the top times 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. I need to do the same thing up here. I could have started up here, but I don't know why I started down here. So 3 times what equals 12? 4. So if I do the bottom, I have to do the top. 2 times 4 is 8. Now I can add. So 8 plus 3 is 11. And my denominator stays the same. And I cannot simplify that. So my final answer will be 11/12. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, and I'm done. And I know nobody else has said 4 squares, so I'm going to say 4 square. That way everybody can know that I finished it first, and the teacher will see if I got it correctly. I want to go back and show you how to do subtraction. So it'd be the same thing. The denominator stays the same, and I have 8, take away 3. That'll be 5. 5/12. I cannot simplify that, so this will be my final answer. 5/12. That doesn't look like 5/12. 5/12. I made it worse. 5/12. There's my answer.